What a disaster today has been. Not every day you live the dream. I can't let it go, people. I can't let it go. I am very gutted. I'm very disappointed. Today we're going to head to the Grouse and Claret Caravan Park in Rollesley in the Peak District. We'll check out the caravan park and its facilities, and then we're going to go on a quest to find some stone circles on STANTON MOOR. Yeah, thanks for joining the adventure. Let's start living the dream. So yeah, first impressions, and it's not a bad campsite. It's quite small, to be fair. Every pitch is hard standing. Every pitch comes with electricity, and I think there's only 25 pitches. But yeah, it's reasonably nice. Now, I'm paying £35 because it is a weekend. It's Friday, which is classed as a weekend, which is a little bit annoying, to be fair. It would be £30 in the week. Now, we are in the school holidays. The kids have broke up for Easter, but yeah, £35, more than I'd normally like to pay, but yeah, never mind, eh? So that price does include 2 adults, 2 kids and 2 dogs. And if you bring your caravan here, you can't park your car with your caravan. You have to park your car on the pub car park as well. Yeah, and no tents or gazebos allowed. And apparently that's very strict, no exceptions, that's what it says. There is a nice bridge over here. We'll go check the bridge out, shall we? Yeah, why not? Campsite's quite empty at the minute, but I'm assuming that's going to get busier in a little while. Wow, campsite does come with its own beach. This is a nice little area. Yeah, there's only a little area here. It's not like there's a huge walk or anything. You just come down here and walk under this bit of bridge. But yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah. So you do have to book the campsite online. It was a bit of a nuisance because trying to do it today, you have to like fill out a form. I phoned up first to sort of ask, and the bloke on the phone said, look, if you fill out the form, I'm here now, I'll get it done straight away, so you do get a spot, because it does say sometimes it will take 48 hours for them to reply. The payment didn't go through though. It said I had booked, but my payment needed to be verified. But when I got here, they verified the payment and all good. So when you arrive, you go to the pub, which is the reception, and that's a really nice looking pub. Very busy at the minute, so people are eating. They don't want some jerk in there putting a camera in their face, so probably not going to go and have a pint. Also, I don't like going in pubs and having a pint when I'm on the campsite and the campsite costs over £30. I don't like to then go and pay more money. You know me, I'm a tight fister. Right, well, let's go check out the facilities and people and see what they are like. Living the dream. Lovely day today. Yeah, very nice. Really glad the campsite is very quiet at the minute as well. Well, toilet waste disposable point there. Looks pretty good. Toilets are here. There must be a code. Okay, that'll be on the leaflet information I got. Little washing up sink area here. Plenty of bins. General waste, mixed recycling. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Plenty of good bins, clearly labelled. So yeah, campsite's definitely getting busier now. Lots of people turning up. They weren't the best facilities. I couldn't talk in there because someone was in one of the cubicles. They weren't overly clean, a lot of footprints on the floor. They weren't horrendous, they weren't the worst I've ever used, but definitely not the best. I think there was 3 cubicles and 2 showers, something like that, and a couple of sinks. Yeah. Oi, that's enough noise from you noisy little buggers. Trying to live the dream here. Selfish little shites. Well, we can't just sit around on the campsite all day on a glorious day like this, can we, people? Oh no, let's get out there and explore. Gonna head to Stanton MOOR. Check that out, there's some stone circles up there, so yeah, let's go get to those stone circles, people. Living the dream. Nice ruins here to have a walk around. God knows what it was though. No idea, people. Yeah. I'm assuming it was a house. Well, I very much doubt it was a house with a doorway like that. Not unless a giant lived here. Yeah, must have been something to do with farming. Barn or something. Yeah. Pretty good. Should be near the stone circle now. So it will take about an hour to get to the first stone circle from the campsite. It's a bit of a walk, and the stone circles, there's 3 of them I'm going to get to, hopefully, and they're not all near each other. They're all about half an hour walk away from each other. So yeah, it is a day of walking, but brilliant place to be walking. Yeah, I have been here before actually, and I remember that building. So this is Nine Ladies Stone Circle, built around 4,000 years ago, and it is believed to be women who were turned to stone for dancing on a Sunday. Yeah, I don't know what people were smoking back then, but that ain't too believable. Yeah, it's the biggest of the stone circles that we're going to see today. Obviously it's nothing huge, but it's alright. It's a nice little stone circle on the top of the moor. Now, I'm standing in the middle, people, but again, nothing is happening. Never mind, on to the next one, eh? Just keep living that dream. Yeah. So the next stone circle I'm heading to is a bit of a bugger to get to. From what I remember, I had to cross a farmer's field. Don't know whether I was meant to, and it was quite hidden. Now, I've been there before, so hopefully I'll remember the way, but I remember watching out for farmers, because you're allowed to be where the stone circle is, but there weren't really any clear footpaths. So anyway, that's a bit of a trek, not too far, but we'll go check that out. It's a nice small little stone circle, that one. Yeah. So I do recognise this field, and the stone circle I want to get to is just down there. Now the route I went before does now have a big sign that says private, no public way, or no entry, whatever. So I'm going to walk a bit further along here and see if there is a path, but yeah, maybe there isn't anymore. Well, I don't think there was in the first place, but yeah, maybe I can't get to it. I've noticed it's kind of been removed from Google Maps now as well, so yeah, but we'll see. Well, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to get to the little stone circle. It's over there in them woods. I can see where it is. Well, I can't see it because it's in the woods, but there's a tractor over there, and there's just signs up now saying no public entry. So, gutted. I really wanted to get there again. Yeah. Never mind. My legs just hurt too much that I just can't run from a farmer right now. I've been out here for about 2 weeks doing a lot of walking, and my legs are absolutely killing me. Do you know what I mean? I can't run from an angry farmer. I just can't do it, people. I'd love to go in there and see that again. I really would. I'd probably be a bit of a bad influence as well, doing it on film, showing everyone that here I am trespassing, but yeah. Anyway, I'll show you a picture of when I trespassed before. So Dol Tor 6 stone circle was excavated, and they found some cremated remains of some adults and a child. So yeah, it was a burial stone circle. Although I don't know if they were buried there when the stone circle was built. So these are the Rota rocks. I don't really know anything about them, to be honest with you. But this is them anyway. So yeah, I just stopped in the Druid Inn pub just there. I didn't film much in there because it's embarrassing, the fact that I've got to drink Diet Coke. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, well, I could have had a beer, but I could only have the one because of the diet. So there's nothing worse than going in a pub and drinking Diet Coke. So yeah, I just wanted to neck them and get the hell out of there quick before anyone saw me. Nice pub in there though, very, very nice. Whoa, this cave goes back quite a long way. I can see light at the other end. Yeah, I got chatting to a bloke earlier. He told me about these caves. He said to come check them out. Yeah, don't think I can crawl through this space. Well, I could, but I'd get covered in dirt and I'd have to take my backpack and all that off. So I think I'll just walk around. Yeah, nice caves. pretty decent little caves. Yeah, nice little area. Right, well, let's go find this other stone circle before it gets dark. Yeah, time is getting on. And it is a long way away. I seem to remember the last time I did this, I totally underestimated how long it was going to take me. It took all day. And it looks like that's going to happen again. Never mind. Yeah, these, I want to call them the rollright stones, but they're not. I can't remember what they're called. But whatever I said earlier, these are quite nice. It's a nice little bit, yeah, just behind the pub. Yeah, decent. Well, I'm going to have to head back, people. The Nine Ladies Stone Circle is not far up here, but I remember this bit and it was an absolute nightmare, and I'm pretty sure I'm on private land. Yeah, and I remember it took me a while after I got up here, and I just can't, I don't think I can do it because time is running out. The sun sets in about half an hour and I am a long way from the campsite, and my phone battery is getting very low, and I need that for Google Maps to find out which way to go. Yeah, I am gutted. I mean, technically it is just up there, but I remember it really ain't that easy. Yeah, but I'll show you a picture anyway. But yeah, legend has it that the grey ladies, as they're known, dance at midnight on Sunday. Yeah, I very much doubt that's true, but yeah, that's a legend. The one I wanted to see the most was the little one up there. Yeah, I always wanted to return to that, and it looks like that one never going to be able to return to unless I trespass. Obviously I must have been trespassing when I visited it the first time, but never mind. Well, that has been a nice evening. That is a nice walk. Hopefully I won't get back too late and I'll make it okay. This place at Birchover was nice with those stones that I keep thinking are the rollright stones, but they're not. Yeah, and that pub was nice. Yeah. Oh, I can't stop thinking about that little stone circle up there and how much I really just want to get to it, but this is going to haunt me forever. Never mind. What do you do? Nothing I can do about it. My legs hurt way too much to run from a farmer. Ah, damn it. What a disaster today has been. Never mind. Not every day you live the dream. So I did just ask one of the locals about the little stone circle, and he said yeah, there's no way you can get to it. He did say that people still do, and that the farmer ain't overly bothered, but the gamekeeper is bothered. And at the end of the day, the gamekeeper's the one with a shotgun, you know. Yeah. He sort of said, oh, just go for it. Problem is this now, the sun's now setting. By the time I get there, the sun would have set, and it's in a woodland. It just won't show up on camera. So yeah, absolutely gutted, people. It is a glorious evening, don't get me wrong, but damn, that little stone circle's been on my mind. Yeah, never mind. I can't let it go, people, I can't let it go. Well, I'm back now, people, and I can't lie, I am very gutted. I'm very disappointed I didn't get to those stone circles. Yeah, and I thought, well, at least I'll cheer myself up with some venison keto burgers. But I've just looked at them, and they're 25% flour, which is carbs, so I can't eat them. That's one thing I do like about this diet. It makes you pay more attention to what you're buying and what you're eating. 25% flour. You know, you do realise just how much unnecessary crap they put in our food. But luckily I did also buy some venison, diced venison, so I'm going to fry that up. So I'll fry these up anyway, and I'll have one tonight and one tomorrow, and hopefully that won't kick me out of ketosis. Well, that 60% venison, 15% pork and 25% flour keto burger was a bit of a disappointment. I'll save that one for tomorrow. This looks good though. Hopefully this will be okay. Actual lumps of venison, so I can eat as much actual lumps of venison as I want. Hopefully it's pink inside, but we'll see. Today has been a big disappointment, so I won't be surprised if that's overdone. Yeah, it's kind of medium. It ain't as raw as I would have liked. No, it is not as pink as I would have liked, but hey, that's the way today is going. That is nice and tender though. That is nice. Well, apart from the carb-filled, flour-filled burger, the rest of that went down really well. And I'm going to wash it down with a beer, a stout. I probably shouldn't because this is going to be high in carbs. But I've got an AM Brewery AM Plague Smooth Stout, 4.8%. We'll give it a go. I might regret this. What people don't understand about the keto diet is if you come off of it, if I was to now eat a Mars bar, that would set me back 2 weeks. So that's why you really can't go over on your carb intake, because it sets you back 2 weeks it takes for your body to reset and get back into it. So, you know, it's a proper commitment. I don't know how many carbs is in here. I don't know how many carbs was in that burger. But I know my breakfast was incredibly low carbs. So hopefully I'll be alright. But yeah, we'll give this a go anyway. I would like to thank a few subscribers as well who have bought me a beer recently. Thank you Paul Trower, thank you Paul Jameson, thank you Sarah and Rob Grossman, thank you Maria and Will, thank you East, and thank you Karen and Sally. But I would like to thank all of you for watching my videos, because everyone is helping the channel by watching the videos. Get that gas out of there. It reminds me of sloes, you know, like in slow gin, yeah. Anyway, we'll give it a go. Cheers, everyone. Tastes almost chocolatey. Yeah. Like chocolate and sloes. I'm not convinced I like the pint, to be honest, people. No, it's not my favourite stout. I think it's probably my least favourite stout. I'll drink it, I'm not going to waste it. But yeah, it's not that nice. Not for me, anyway. Come on, I don't want to go home. Come on, let me live the dream forever. Come on. Come on. Come on, you. Yeah. Yeah. Morning, everyone. Well, I didn't sleep too great last night. I did wake up a bit in the night. That was my own fault. I think that's because I had 2 bottles of Coke in the pub. But the campsite is actually really quiet. And that bridge over there is not a used bridge. There's been no traffic over that at all. So yeah, it is quiet. I can hear a bit of road noise in the day, but I couldn't hear anything at night. So all good for that. So the pub does do food and it also does breakfast. Now, 5 minutes walk down the road, there is a shopping centre with all sorts of different shops there. I don't know where the nearest supermarket is. It looks like there should be a food shop around here somewhere, but I can't see one. So the nearest place for supermarkets might be Bakewell, which is 3.6 miles away, so it's not too far. There is bus stops just outside the campsite on the road, and you can get a bus to Bakewell, Sylvian Park and Derby. So the campsite does have some strict rules on some stuff, like if you drive your vehicle around the campsite after 10:30, you will be asked to leave. Yeah, I've never come across that before, but I mean, not that I would anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. So I don't mind the campsite, but I will say £35 is just too much. Now, if I came here in March and it wasn't a weekday, I'd have paid £25 and I'd have been happy with that. I'd have thought, yeah, fair enough. Campsite in the Peak District for a family of 4 with electricity. Yeah, I'd have been well chuffed. So, you know, 35 is too much. Those facilities weren't £30 a night. Facilities, they were quite small. You know, not a lot of units, but this is a small campsite, so I think that probably would be enough for the campsite, to be fair. Yeah. Anyway, I think I've got to check out of this campsite, and the barrier is still shut, and there's no barrier code, so I think I do have to go and check out, which might be a bit of a pain in the arse, but we'll see. Well, I'm going to pack up now and head off then, people. If you've enjoyed any of this, like and subscribe, catch me on another adventure, keep living the dream, and I'll see you soon.